What's up, nerds and nerdettes and we little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. All right, it is a hot, unforgiving day here in New York City, but I'm at my lunchtime anyway to talk to you, my friends. What I'm going to talk about today is Gen Con, the biggest name in gaming in history. Gen Con convention. I have been a gigantic gaming fan, as most of you regulars know, my entire life since I've been a small child. I have loved role-playing games since I've been first turned on to them when I was 8 years old. I love tabletop gaming. It is my one great passion, my one great hobby. I'm not going. Not going to Gen Con this year. Actually, haven't been to a Gen Con ever. But this isn't about me not going. But, so, you know, the main reason I don't go is money, time, travel. I live in New York City. I just can't make the time and the money to go there, much less the money to spend while I'm there. And, I mean, how am I getting all those games back home? I'm going to have to ship them back home, because most of them probably won't fit, because if I go there, I'm going to be buying, you know. But it's still a great convention. It's a great thing. One day maybe I will go, but time is not now. That's for sure. But just because I'm not going does not mean that this is not going to be awesome, my friends. Now, if I was going, I know of five games that I would definitely be going to check out there. And I wanted to share that info with you. What that I have read, what that I have seen that is going on in Gen Con that would be getting my attention. If I was there, if Two Gun Pixie was there, if your buddy Big Johnny G was there, what would be getting my attention? So there are 5 games. There are 5 games coming out. Actually, one of them just dropped. Backers started getting it last week. So it's definitely going to be a Gen Con to show off. The other 4 have not, as of yet. Oh, no, sorry. The second one has also just dropped as well about 2 weeks ago. So you know for a fact that they're going to be there. They're going to be showing these games off, having a great time, letting people play test these games, letting reviewers videotape them for anyone that can't get there. It's going to be great. So I just wanted to tell you about these 5 games. They're by 3 different companies, these 5 games. If you're going to be at Gen Con this year, you are going to want to check them out. So the first 2, let's go by companies. We'll go by the 2, and then the 1. This is in no particular order, mind you. No order. Don't read any order into this. It's just the way, it just happens. I wrote the first one down. I knew a second game from that same company, doubled it up, and then, so that's just the way it came out of me. That's all. So first, Gamelin Games, my friends. Gamelin Games. You might know them from their big, huge, giant hit, Heroes of Land, Sea, and Air, but they are also well known for their tiny, epic games. And they are tiny, and they are most certainly epic, my friends. So, I got one on Kickstarter that's coming. That'll be here. Should be next month, by the end of August. The backers should start getting the copies, which means I'm quite sure the company is going to have it at Kickstarter if the backers allow them. If the backers allow them. This is really cool because they've gone on the Kickstarter page and they started a poll, and they said that unless was it 80 or 85% of the backers all agree that they can give away games, sell games at Gen Con, which will be about a week or 2 before what they anticipate us backers are going to get it. I voted yes. Let them do it. Let them do it. A week or 2 gets in someone else's hands that makes it to Gen Con. You know, it's one of the reasons for Gen Con. I'm not going to hold it against them, the other people that are going. So if they get their game a week or 2 before me, who cares? Who cares? Are you one of the backers? Are you a Tiny Epic zombie backer? Because that's the first thing that I'm talking about right now is Tiny Epic Zombies. It is more than a month, about a month ahead of schedule, which is amazing. And because of that, they asked all the backers on the Kickstarter, do you mind? Would you let us have a few copies to give away, to sell, to show off at Gen Con? I voted, sure, go for it, do it. Do it. Now, if this was like a month or more before I got my copy, and especially if there have been delays and all this stuff. You see this happening in some Kickstarters. I may have said no. But you know what? In a week or two, who cares? Have fun. But if you're going to stop by and see them about Tiny Epic Zombies, don't forget that their expansion to the Tiny Epic Dark Wars, Tiny Epic Defenders, called Tiny Epic Dark Wars, just started making it into Kickstarter backers' hands. So that's going to be there too to take a look at. Now the first edition of Defenders wasn't that well received. The second edition, which is the one I have, I got it with the expansion, is supposed to have cleared up a lot of those problems. Now I can't talk firsthand about those problems as I did not play the first edition game, but from some of the early reviews that I've seen of the game, people are liking it a lot better than the first edition. So if you had a bad taste in the first edition of Tiny Epic Defenders, wash it out of your mouth. Wash it out of your mouth, give them a fair chance. Give them a fair and open chance because they have a darn good record with the rest of the Tiny Epic games. And I think they deserve it. So, Gen Con, first thing I would stop at would be Gameland Games so I could go check out the zombie game. And if I didn't have it already, if it didn't just get to my hands a couple of days ago, I would definitely also be checking out the Dark War. And remember, these are coming with the item meeples. Item meeples. Not just any meeples, but you can clip on the little items and artifacts. As you're finding them in the game, you can actually personalize your individual meeple. And that's the same thing with the zombies too. If you get a law, if you get a crossbow, if you get a katana, if you get an Uzi, boom! It's going right on your item meeple. Really cool. Also, this company has 2 games out. 2 games. One of them just dropped. Again, I just got this. It was the beginning of last week. My backer, shouldn't say the backer, it's not Kickstarter. My pre-order came in last week, so you know they're going to be happily showing these off at Gen Con as well. And that company is Everything Epic. And so far, everything I have seen from that company, definitely, 100%, is absolutely epic. It started with, for me, it started with Secret of the Lost Tomb. Beautiful game. If you like horror, if you like Indiana Jones style adventure, this game mishmashes it up. So that's what got me to fall in love with Everything Epic Games. Big Trouble in Little China just dropped by them. The pre-order is out. It's in the hands of people like myself that pre-ordered it. So I got my deluxe gold box. I'm very happy about that. And I've already started looking through the game, and the game looks absolutely amazing as all the hype for the game, as amazing as the movie. And if you haven't seen the movie Big Trouble in Little China, I highly suggest you check this out. Whether you're planning on getting the game or not, it is a fantastically fun movie that stands up. It definitely stands the test of time. I just rewatched it this weekend with my wife, and she hadn't seen it since the theater. She still liked the movie. I still love the movie. The game looks like it's going to be completely awesome. It's going to be, it's going to be completely epic. Yes, it is, my friends. Now, the other game by them, which was kickstarted and should be in backers' hands in the next couple of weeks, fingers crossed, everything seems to be going on time, also by Everything Epic, and that is Coma Ward, a deeply horrific game where they take some of the best elements of horror, especially psychological horrors, and turn it into a board game. And I was hyped for this game the very second they dropped the Kickstarter for it. And I'm so glad that everything's been running smoothly. I'd say that it looks like they're a couple of weeks behind, not a month, not more. So that's still generally pretty good, considering some Kickstarters have you waiting a year or more. Greater Than Games. Just kidding. I love you, Greater Than Games. And I'm desperately waiting for your Oblivion package. But that's not what I'm talking about here. So, Everything Epic's Coma Ward and Big Trouble in Little China. Not from Little China. Big Trouble in Little China. Excellent looking games. Like I said, I just got my hands on the Big Trouble, and it is beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful. So you're going to want to check those out. And the last game is by a company that, as far as I know, is brand new. This may be the first game for them. As far as I understand it, it is the first game out by them, at least the first big major game. And that company is called Colossal. And their game looks absolutely colossal, epically so, awesomely so. And that game, Western Legends. Not just a game of the Old West, but a game where you get to play an actual legend, and you get to lead their life however you want. You don't got to follow what history said. If you want to play Jesse James and make him a lawman, you do it, for Christ's sake. This game looks absolutely amazing. It is a sandbox, open world game where you have multiple ways in order to get victory points and to win the game, whether you want to be a lawman or whether you want to be a renegade, whether you want to be a rancher, whether you want to be a miner. This game has it all, and thematically, everything that I've seen, this game feels more like the Old West than any other Old West game out there that I've seen. And I own about 10 other Western games. And out of my personal collection, as well as anything other than my collection I've seen, this is thematically the best Western game you're ever going to see. Yeah, so that's Western Legends by Colossal Games. So if you're going to Gen Con this year, I know you know what you're going to be looking for. I know you have your plan. You know where you want to go. You know who you want to see. You know what dealers you want to go to. If these guys are not on your list, make them on your list. Give them time, all right? Everything Epic, you're going to want to check out Coma Ward and Big Trouble. Colossal, you're going to want to check out Western Legends. And then Gamelin Games, you're going to want to check out their brand new smacking expansion to Defenders, Tiny Epic Defenders, and that is the Dark War. And of course, they're brand new. Hopefully enough backers will give them the okay, and you'll also be able to see the Tiny Epic Zombies. Yeah. All right, my friends. So thank you for taking these few minutes with me, for coming out here and doing my Monologue Monday. And so thank you very much. Thank you for checking us out on Twitter. Thank you for checking us out on Facebook. And of course, my friends, as always, a great, big, huge thank you, super duper thank you for hitting that subscribe button, for becoming a subscriber to us, for watching our videos, for liking our videos, and you know what? For sharing our videos. I've noticed a bunch of our videos are being shared. Thank you so much. It makes us feel like we are not wasting our time whenever we see this. So I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, as you know, I am